Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'll just be going over what happened 2022 and what happened and the stuff I did, maybe the stuff I accomplished. Yeah. So this right here is originally meant for age. So this was me when I was 22 years old and 23, and this is more like future. So yeah. But right now I'm in the 22 and 23. I'm right now 23 years old. Uh, my birth month is September, so everything right here it completed 2022, except this one country, because I'm still right here. So yeah. Anyways, I'll go quickly over what I accomplished. Well, what I did basically. So I went to Indonesia first time by myself. Country that I don't know anything about, not too much about it, but I still went there. Next, I got my first real work experience in information technology. That internship lasted 8 weeks. It was fun times. I got into Lego sets. I always been into Lego sets, but I haven't really got so into Lego sets until like 2022, like buying more into it. And when it was 2021, I maybe had like 3 4 sets at that time, so not as much that I have right now, maybe close to like 50 sets I would say. But yeah, I'll see a number when we go back to here. I'm not too sure how many I have, but I'll say maybe around like 50 sets. But it's not a cheap hobby, so I'll say that. I got into 3D printing. uh, I haven't started designing on my own yet. I don't really foresee myself designing on my own. I don't think I will get there or plan on, but I definitely made a lot of modification of the existing files. I have done that, especially the MG42. That's the only ones that I show. The other ones there isn't really much to show, because I didn't print that much. I print like a Lego head. I modified to make it bigger and change the face of it than the original face, but ended up is being used as a trash can for my mom. So yeah, and also some some like tools maybe to make things easier, like a holder or something like that. Those are pretty small stuff. There's nothing really interesting to mention. And the most proud one was the MG42 as a modifying, because my first time modifying something, and that was the first thing I ever modified in like the 3D printing. I mean, an STL file. So yeah. Hydrophonic. Again, I didn't really show any videos about it, but I've done it over the summer. I should show a video. Again, really always forget, but when I go back this time, I will show even though it's like months late. Cause first did it was middle of summer, not middle of summer. No, that was after I came back from Indonesia or beginning. I forgot, somewhere around that time. But I didn't show it. I just talk about it really on the video. But I should show that. Yeah. But because of that, I also saw some when I was in Hong Kong. Kind of gave me realize that, oh, maybe we should scale up a little bit. Not like really a business wise, but more like as a hobby. Cause my dad, especially my dad, my mom really like nature type of stuff. And my mom really likes gardening, even though hydrophone doesn't do gardening. My dad really like playing with food, so I think it's a good hobby for all of us. Well, it's not really my hobby, but I like doing things hands on, so it doesn't matter what really it is. But I think it's a be a fun hobby for both of them, so they have something to also look forward to have fun with. Yeah, so I don't see really a risk if we scale up, because the one we have right now, the most we can plant is 16 lettuce. Yeah, it's way too small, and because this has to do with the my dad's friend, the set he bought, the spacing in between is really too close together, so there's not really much can do. But I figured to scale because worst case, we can eat it, and we eat a lot of vegetables, so it's not a problem. In the worst case, we can give it to the old lady, my grandma, and other family members, my mom's side. So it's not really a problem. Yeah, and we can also maybe sell it somehow. We figure it out, however that works. And it wouldn't be bad at all because it's a fun thing. I know, especially my dad, he really likes this type of stuff, like food and stuff. So wouldn't be a bad thing, for all of us. But it's more of a fun side for my dad and my mom rather than me. Spring 22 and summer 22 dean's list. More proud of the summer 22 because I was in internship at the time and also took 4 classes, so I got a dean list, so I was pretty happy about that. And thankfully, my internship, they were very flexible. Sometimes, well, it won't happen like 3 times. I had to go take an exam, so they leave home or they leave work maybe 2 hours early, but I make it up the day afterwards or before. So they're very flexible on that. So thankfully that went through. So I started my personal channel. So I guess this Bing is my personal channel. My politics channel, not gonna talk too much about it because I will until the number reached there. When I see a number that I like, then maybe I'll start sharing, but not right now because really only have 2 videos, so not that much content, so that's not really much to talk about. But I'll definitely share it one day. So for my personal channel, I'll talk about it maybe afterwards. I built my dad a personal computer, relatively just okay computer really. Yeah, I lost 10 kg over working out and diet. Yeah, cause my old diet was just okay. No, my diet was just okay to eat, but the problem is I was eating a lot of carb like mantou. Yeah, so I trimmed that down, so kind of lost. So weight also working out also helps too. Then countries, well that was 2023, so nothing to talk about. I completed my Weimar Lego collection, so Luftwaffe completed, the Kriegsmarine completed. The Here I would say is almost completed. I left 2 on purpose, but I also saw some on Kobe, they're gonna release a train. So yeah, it's not exactly completed, but honestly I could have completed. But I did it on purpose not to complete it because I want to have something to do when I go back. I like to play around with Legos when I'm taking a break, not looking at screen after like maybe studying or playing video games. I'll take some break, play around with Legos. So I don't have to stare at a screen, so I have something to do. So I did left 2 Legos sets on purpose, but I could have completed, to be honest. And then the Legos right here. So here's all the sets I completed. So okay, I didn't have 50, so yeah, 39 sets. Yeah, so here are all the pieces for each set. A lot of them, some of them like see 2021 really decreasing really right here, and these 3 are really my first set I ever bought. And got that World War II storyteller until I figured out Kobe was a lot cheaper. But these came from like original Lego pieces, so maybe that's why it's expensive. But these Kobe, they're not really authentic Legos pieces, but who really cares? So I want to discover that afterwards and save a lot of money. Then bought a lot of them. Yeah. So total bill around 30,000 pieces. I spent about almost 4K if you want to include the minifigures, but I didn't really count that. But I would say at least about around 200, so about 4,000 spent USD for this hobby. It's a pretty expensive hobby, so yeah. And fall 22 dean's list, suicide classes. So if you mention that because that semester was all the disastrous group I was in. A lot of teammates are very unhelpful. So I figured just mention there also suicide classes. So it was a pretty tough semester, but thankfully it went through. Yeah, I built my mom a personal computer. She actually had the best computer in the house, and also a new desk setup. She has 2 new dual monitor. The problem is her eyes, like, it's bad. So that's why I want to get her new monitors. So figure it'll help. But when we got her a new setup for the desk, the new monitor, she can't even tell the difference. So I was kind of disappointed, but it's still with her. So because like You cannot replace eyes. It's always good to have something comfortable. But although she still can't tell the difference, but I figured just leave it there because why not? And it's not that expensive considering eyes are irreplaceable. So yeah. And annual workout routine, same thing kind of here, but again, it's meant for age, not really here. But if we just reverse that, and yeah, speaking of the starting personal channel, let's talk about my goal. So for 2023, I'll be graduating this semester. I mean, this upcoming semester. Uh, my goal is to look for information security job. It's always been my priority. If not, then I have to aim down to information technology, IT support, or network engineer, system analysis. Those are also good, but I'm more into information security. Like I really like it because you can do some. I want to get into when time reaches there into ethical hacking. I'd like to do something like it's illegal, but it's kind of legal. Like some sort of stuff. Like some, it's not really like work. I don't know the work. We haven't done it yet, but it's more like the temptation of like you're doing something illegal, but it's actually illegal, because you're help preventing like this into your organization. That's one of the big reasons why I want to get into it, and also I really value security because the security is so bad. Like you always hear about cyber attacks, so obviously security is so bad. So hopefully the skills I'm able to learn, I can hopefully help out. Rather hear all these kind of like, oh, cyber warfare everywhere being attacked. It's kind of annoying. So figure out maybe I can contribute, maybe help solve that problem. Yeah. Then, but again, can't really expect too much because the job market is not good right now. A lot of layoffs, especially tech. Yeah. So if this information security, if it doesn't work out, I should lower my not standard, but lower my what I really want to do. So, but I'll give it like 2 or 3 months for information security. But I'll start looking around jobs maybe like February. That's what I currently right now. I'm working on my cover letter. Yeah. So hopefully I can get like a kind of like a part time job before I graduate. Because I only have 2 classes, so. But I also don't want to do it because I want to work on my digital wallet. So it's kind of iffy. Yeah. But I'm also into the working for a foreign country, especially government contracts for foreign countries. I'm really into that. Uh, Probably that'll be my first priority, but look again, they ask a lot more requirements. I think like skill sets. I definitely do not have that because I'm a media freshman graduate. So, yeah. Yeah. But if, in case the job thing doesn't work out and it takes longer than expected, I think really maybe like August or maybe September, if I still can't find one, then I should consider go to Asia, go learn Chinese for a few months. My parents actually wanted me to do that. They want me to brush up my Chinese because my Chinese is not good. It will not get me that far. Maybe day to day is okay, but it will not get me into where writing. So it's not a bad plan. I mean, not a bad backup plan, but I want to do it eventually somewhere. So it wouldn't be a bad idea. I would like to do that, to be honest, really before getting a job. But I think getting a job is more important too because the economy is bad, so can't really ask for too much. So yeah, we'll see. Don't really know what to expect. Yeah, but definitely update that like I always update, like every week except now, because I'm on vacation. And just update whatever I do every day on vacation. But I'll update my weekly updates when I go back. Yeah, and also for my personal channel. So I joined August 10th, 2021, but I really only started posting like okay, like April. Yeah. Currently right now 9,993 views. Really happy with the stats I have right now, and currently right now 56 subscribers. Like really, to be honest, I really care more about the views really, because the subscribers. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but there are a lot of bots out there. So you can maybe have like 1 million subscribers, but maybe you only have like less than 10% of the views. I'm not really into subscribers. Care more about views. Because subscribers again, a lot of bots. Yeah. So really care about my views. So my goal, really by end of the year, maybe like January 1st, like 2024, I would like to reach a goal 1 million views of this channel. And my other politics channel, I only posted 2 videos and I only have like 2 subs. That one maybe have like 200 views maybe. Yeah. I would like that to have 100K views by end of the year. Like in terms of like the whole channel. And as for this, 1 million for the whole channel as well. I said that because why not? I mean, what's the worst case to happen? I'm just setting a bar. That's all. I mean, I'm just setting a goal. If I reach that goal, that's great. But still, just a number, you know. Then if I don't do it, then again, it's still a number, and I'm still gonna do it, no matter what. So I figured just set it because why not? I don't have a subscriber goal. So again, I don't, to be honest, I don't only care about the views. Well, worth caring about it. Yeah. Then yeah, that's and my digital wallet. So again, that's to do with my job. If I want paradise job or the digital wallet, I'm still on the defense on that because it also make me don't want to waste people's time. I work on my cover letter. I still work on my cover letter, but I don't want to waste people's time to go apply jobs and say, hey, I want to back out and work on my digital wallet. So I'm kind of defense on that, but I'll kind of share like what exactly happened, what exactly learned over this trip of digital wallet. So since I'm on vacation doesn't mean that I haven't do any homework about digital wallet. I've actually been doing a good amount considering I'm on vacation. I learned a lot about each country's how they use the digital wallet and the use case and the features. So I'll start with doing chronological. I'll do it in order based on the country I went to. So Philippines, I was only there for 24 hours. I didn't see really that much digital wallet things happen. Again, I didn't go to that many places, so I can't really say that too much about Philippines. Vietnam, I would say it's a small portion, but it's not that much. Again, I went to a lot of the old generation parts, so they're not really accepted, and they don't really accept card either. So it's really just all cash. So yeah, I haven't gone to that place yet. Correct place is maybe in Vietnam, so I won't say too much about Vietnam. Next, about Malaysia. So they do have digital wallets like TNG, Grab, and something else I forgot. But the problem is TNG, the other one, it's only for a Malaysian citizen. And I think the other one you need to have a Malaysian issue bank like debit card let us into the top up. So the only option right there is Grab, and anybody can use Grab there. So that's a good thing about Grab. The problem is the stalls there. A lot of the vendors don't accept multiple platforms. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's like a minimum. You gotta meet a minimum, or like you gotta meet the minimum, otherwise you charge a fee or something like that. Yeah. So, but they do have a system like Do It Now, so that you can partner up with like Grab and the other payment in the Malaysia. So, kind of made it better, but a lot of them don't have different type of payment platforms, so it's kind of difficult. But I'll say Singapore is the best because there was this thing called Sing QR. So basically, you can have all other digital wallet platforms like Alipay, WeChat, ShopeePay, Grab, and so on. All scan as QR code will work. So Singapore did the best, and there's actually a lot of stalls accept the digital wallet. And when I was there with my friend, we didn't even exchange cash at all. We just used what we had. We had maybe like 200 Singapore dollar. And but 120 alone was spent on the PCR test that I had to do. So the rest, we still have cash left over. So I don't believe we even used cash at all when we were there. So yeah, it's very digitalized. And next, Hong Kong. They don't use digital wallet. They use like this a physical card instead to pay for everything, and transportation as well. So this I really like that one because minimal setup. You don't need any setup. You don't need an account. You can just, anybody can buy that physical card, kind of a gift card. So I see some pro and cons to it. Yeah. Then it's actually a really good one. I actually really like the idea, but it really depends on if you like the physical or the digital aspect. Then the Taiwan is something similar to Hong Kong, but the problem is they don't have a. They're the same exact system. The card, pay for everything, but it's only for transportation. But the digital wallet aspect, Taiwan doesn't have it yet. Uh, I see like Line Pay, but it isn't that much installs, so I don't think it's really that feasible in Taiwan. Yeah, I mean the country hasn't changed since I was here last. I was here like 10 years ago when I first came here, so nothing really changed in this country. The only thing I would say different is I see Line Pay, but I don't really see anything huge different in the country. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what I learned about the finance part of it. Yeah, that's pretty much like my goals. What my goals and what I want to do in 2023, and in the previous part of the video, talk about what I did in 2022. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I'll do something like this again when time reach there for end of this year or maybe beginning of next year for 2023. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And thanks for watching. Okay, bye.